Sound off. 1, 2, 3. Casey, see if they can pick you up.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there we go.
Know.
Well, I just need because I don't know if it's going to broadcast yours as well as mine. Because you're technically signed into a different account.
Oh, okay then.
And since I'm the one broadcasting, I want to make sure that it's actually.
What if they only hear you?
Yeah,
like you're just talking to yourself.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Is that it sounds like I'm just talking to myself, which is why this laptop's here.
Well, I'd be worried. It just makes you sound like you're going crazy.
Yeah. 1 second. I bet that sounds great.
No, man, please don't leave me. I'm the voice that lives inside your head. Gentle piano music wafting in.
Okay, let's see if...
Oh, that's because of my phone.
Ah. I wonder if it'll let me watch myself stream.
Sounds a little masturbatory now, doesn't it?
Well, a little. But, no, okay, 1 second. You've good. Huh. Live now. Okay, Casey, go ahead and talk.
Hello there. My name is Spank Knightley. I've been, I had that dream again. I'm at the park. It's a perfect summer day. I'm,
Yeah,
what?
okay.
I hear myself. This is wrong. I don't like this.
Okay, no, I'm exiting out now. I just wanted to make sure that was working.
Now let me finish my story.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what your story was because I was listening for your voice from the computer. So this will be fun to listen back to.
So I'm in the park. And I'm going as high as I can on the swing. I'm 9 years old.
I'll hang out with you.
And across the way I see the little baseball field where they play the Little League games, and from under the bleachers I see a very gaunt man. He's holding a daisy. Every night he plucks another flower and I feel weaker, closer to death. I'm afraid. What'll happen when the flower stops? I'm in a creepypasta. Get me out.
Okay, so I would, but unfortunately, I lost my pasta spoon, so I'm incapable of reaching into the creepiness of that pasta to...
I'm trapped. Have there ever been pasta-themed creepypastas? There must be.
Yeah, there has to be, right? Like, someone has to have gotten
Someone has to have thought, what's the dumbest joke I could tell with creepypasta? Perfect. Immediately a creepypasta.
Well, because was that not the initial, like, thing? Was it not just... Because I meant, like, it had to be, like, why creepypasta?
Dracula's scary pasta!
Oh, it's very high in sodium and cholesterol.
Dracula gives you heart attack. They closed down Dracula's restaurant. There's health code violations everywhere.
Let us count them. 1, 2, Oh boy.
I have to keep all of my undead servants employed, so that's why you probably got the fingernail in your soup. Or the whole finger. That's wonderful. Look at that. That's a real sensation of freedom, of movement. You're just going around.
Yeah.
This is Stable Control.
Is New York usually full of cranes? Like how, you know, Houston is always full of road construction?
Yeah, I guess.
Basically, I guess.
I've never been to New York.
That's for true. Neither have I.
Aw, all for me? I won't get any peace until I shut that down.
It's
If I
Sasuke!
can do it quietly.
Well, that's not what I wanted. There we go.
Oh, guys, this is really starting to verge on stalking.
Oh god. Well,
I heard of
Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a Spider-Man does. I guess. Just gonna kick these guys off a building. I'm certain it's not manslaughter.
Avoids manslaughter, just like a real spider.
I mean, if you follow them down, they do actually just get, like, zipped to a building.
Okay, that's marvelous.
But that does degrade in an hour or two, and there is no way.
Unless, did you stay and watch as the web fluid disintegrates and they
No.
fall to their death?
No.
Then it's not murder. That's the implication of someone picking them up. Don't ruin that.
And I lost him. Good job, Spidey.
Silver Sable's a bad guy?
Oh,
bad
yeah.
lady? Okay.
She works for Norman Osborn, who, as everyone knows, is
The worst
Little
guy.
Sable downside.
yeah, one, the worst guy, and two, Dr. Octopus.
Ooh, that's true. He's infamous for being Dr. Octopus.
Yeah. That's the Oz part of his Osborn name. He was born of the O's. The octopus. It's short. If
octopus.
you're really a fan of Spider-Man, you already know.
You know
this.
these insider Spider-Man secrets.
These extra hot tips. That one's just for the real Spider fans. Now, I know some people may be saying, well, Matt, it's Otto Octavius is Dr. Octopus. To that I say, no, you fuckwit. He's the Hobgoblin.
Everyone knows that the Hobgoblin is Dr. Octopus.
Norman Osborn's son. Duh.
Well. Look at you go.
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing this game?
Since it came out. Since the day it came out. And a little bit before that in my dreams.
I wanted this Spider-Man game ever since I first played Spider-Man. Did you play the Spider-Man on PS1? The one narrated by Stan Lee?
Yes. Yeah, I played that one. That was a lot of fun. The one where it just starts out, like, next to the Baxter Building for some reason, and the Baxter Building, instead of being the Baxter Building, is instead of building with a 4 on top of it.
Well, that's how you know it's the Baxter Building. Well, this was PS1, so they couldn't just fit a bunch of buildings. You had to know that not only was it New York, but it was Spider-Man's New York, so they just had to have a Spider-Man building, or just a Marvel Universe recognizable building there.
Right. No, I get it.
Remember
That intro is stuck in my head.
Exactly.
Like, just, welcome, true believers. Here's another fantastical tale about me selling a used car.
More supervillains than you can shake a web at, and of course, non-stop twist-turning, wall-crawling action. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, that sounds close.
Remember they had, like, the, once you beat the game, they had the gag version where you could, like where you could put, like, a goldfish in Mysterio's helmet. It was just swimming around. You stopped, like, the nuclear reactor by putting giant bananas in them.
Yeah, honestly, I played Enter Electro more than I played the first one, the PS1. It's because there's so many suits, and you get web boxing gloves, which sounds dumb as shit, and it is, and it's also great.
It's like the car boxing gloves from Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction.
Except it came first.
Ooh.
So really,
That's insider gamer knowledge.
What we're saying is that Hulk Ultimate Destruction is really just a cheap ripoff of Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro.
How do you say that? I should appear in your dreams and kill you very slowly through a supernatural flower.
Again?
Yeah. I gotta spice it up.
But yeah, no, So, this game gets a lot of credit for making you feel like Spider-Man, and I actually don't think that's true. I'm gonna sound like a pretentious shitbag, but honestly, I think the game is good because it makes you feel like Peter Parker.
Climb with the climb post.
Yeah, because at no point did I think, like, in a lot of the other games, I'm like, this is definitely Spider-Man, and this is just Spider-Man. But when I was playing this one, without getting in too heavy into spoilers, a lot of it was just Peter dealing with Peter shit, and then also there was crimes.
Yeah, because feeling like Spider-Man is doing this stuff, feeling like Peter Parker is like
having a really anxious text conversation with Mary Jane.
Yeah, okay.
And the stress is very real.
Yeah, 'cause being Peter is more like, how am I supposed to pay my bills?
Yeah. Oh no, maybe I have to spend a night or two at a homeless shelter because I'm fucking evicted and everything's awful.
Yeah.
Because I let Spider-Man get in the way of Peter Parker, and it's great.
Spider-Man is really like a terrible wish fulfillment character. No one should want to be Spider-Man.
Yeah. Honestly, that was that was one of my complaints with Enter the Spider-Verse.
Oh? Well, they just had like that one perfect Peter.
Yeah. They had the one perfect Peter who was like, I love this so much, and it's the best thing ever, and everything's great because I get to be Spider-Man. And then every other Spider-Man is like, this fucking sucks.
Well, it's to be a contrast.
Well, right, but
It's a bit obvious, though.
I don't know.
He's specifically meant to contrast Peter B. Parker, who is infinitely more Peter.
Yeah, who I think is pretty clearly just the continuation of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, or at least like what would have happened to him later.
It definitely borrows that, so it's
We'll sit with that for a while.
so it feels like you've met him before.
Yeah, which I think is a good thing because honestly, we know who Spider-Man is.
Yeah.
It's a deep, dark secret. Here are 3 stories you never have to tell again for the rest of eternity. Batman's origin story. Superman's origin story. Spider-Man's origin story. We know it.
Oh, don't be like that. Because you know there are people that are like, do I have to play, let's say, the first 2 Kingdom Hearts games to play Kingdom Hearts 3? Matt?
I think those people are dumb, and I think if they go into Kingdom Hearts 3 completely blind, having never played any of the 19 games that came before Kingdom Hearts 3, the 3rd number that exists, I think they'd be fine.
Oh, is that, okay. Oh, is that true? Okay. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
on that
I
one.
guess we'll see.
Hey guys, got prescriptions
You know, did you know that for the PS4 they had 3 little collections before that to get, they repackaged and remastered them for the PS4 so that everybody that hadn't done it could get caught up.
I knew there was 1. I didn't know there were 3.
Well, technically there's one that has all of the other ones in them, and I think that's like the story so far.
But right, isn't there like 2.82 dream
Exactly.
drop father distance blades of unfathoming dreams?
No, you're getting some Castlevania titles in there.
Okay.
But no, there's 1.5, 2.5, and then 2.8.
Jesus fuck Christ. Why? Why
You know
did they
exactly why.
I know, it's because money is good. Money is good and fun, good money, yes. Like, I get why, but why, though?
Well, money's good. And they're trying in vain to prevent people from complaining about how complicated the story is by going, okay, we've released this game at least 6 times.
Right, they just needed the one.
Look, man, Chain of Memories came out in like 2003 for the Game Boy Advance.
No, I mean they just needed the one compilation. Compilation. God, I cannot talk. They just needed the one compilation where the story so far. They didn't need the 2.8 dream drop distance, chain of memories, feathered whatever.
They had 2.8 because they were the way the collections are is they have 2 games and 1 game that was like on the Nintendo DS, but they just have all the cutscenes because some of them have like game mechanics that they can't really use.
Right.
And for
That man never emerged from the fog of unreality. I've come for you.
Leave me alone, I have to go back to my true home, a creepy crayon drawing hung on the fridge of a psychic child. What was my point? Right, they were, for one of them, they released it so that they would have time to make the cutscene movies, and for, in 2.8, they were doing like a playable demo.
Yeah.
kind of some of the mechanics in that show up in 3, but they sort of do like they tell a story of what's happening to a particular character during the events of the first game.
Okay.
They have to tell the story of why Mickey Mouse doesn't have a shirt when you see him the first time in Kingdom Hearts.
Why does that need a story?
Excuse me?
Why would I need to know why Mickey Mouse isn't wearing a shirt? Why could I not just see Mickey Mouse without a shirt and be like, okay.
I don't understand. What's the problem?
Yeah, why? Why is it a problem that Mickey Mouse doesn't have a shirt?
Because he doesn't have a shirt, Matt!
Oh, okay.
His nipples are cold!
They made a whole game to explain away why does Mickey Mouse not have a shirt?
They needed you to know that Mickey Mouse usually wears a shirt, but it was torn up by Heartless.
I don't know what that is, and I don't want
You
to.
never will. You refuse to let me tell you.
That's true, I do, because I want this to be, I want to have as little context as possible so that at the end of it I can say, see, it wasn't that bad. It's basically fine the way it is. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I want to be able to say that. I don't know if I will be able to say that.
You're rolling a very dangerous set of dice, man.
Well, I don't think I really am, because I have no investment whatsoever into Kingdom Hearts. So I think I will, at worst, ruin a game I was never going to play otherwise.
Okay. For this, though, I've wanted to play Kingdom Hearts 3 since 2005. Back when I thought that was the game they were gonna make right after. I was wrong. Kingdom Hearts did this really interesting thing that all great stories do, where they introduce the real villain, the person whose events set into motion the entire series. They introduced him in the prequel that came out 9 years after the first game.
Oh, yeah. I think
did that in Lord of the
Castlevania
Rings.
did that.
Well, Lord of the Rings did that too. That's what the Silmarillion is.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And Castlevania did... No, the Bible did that with Castlevania.
That's true. Simon Belmont's in the Bible.
It takes like 20 books to get to who this Jesus guy is.
Mm-hmm. You know, that is for true. And hundreds, thousands of years. Well, hundreds of years.
That's all the places
dang,
I
a
could
long
leave to
time.
Martin
Yeah.
Lee.
At least a week.
It's like a college paper. It's like, oh jeez, I gotta write all this Bible last minute. In the beginning, that was a snake.
There was a snake, and he did some apple stuff with a woman, maybe? Yeah, that's probably right.
Bada bing.
Bada bing, bada Bible.
An immortal used car salesman wrote the Bible. He's been there since the very beginning.
He had a car. He didn't know what it was, though, until like the 1920s.
He was like, I was born on this earth to do something, but I don't know what it is.
I gotta sell something to somebody. Maybe
He just sees a donkey and
this
he's like,
carriage.
you're inadequate.
You're close. This carriage is closer.
If anything, I hate it more because it reminds me of what could be. On the tip of my tongue.
If only it was made of metal and didn't need a horse. A train? No. No, not a train.
Smaller than a train. Small enough to fit in your butt.
Like maybe 4 people. Like maybe 4 people. Yeah.
And then
I think anything more than that is an abomination against my purpose.
only 4 people, no more, no less. A middle seat.
What do you need a middle seat for?
I should break into your house and steal all your oranges. Scurvy was a big deal back, I don't know, last week? It was 1832 last week, right? Time is strange to me.
Have fun.
Isn't that how Vandal Savage works?
I think.
He's just like, oh, Jesus. When were the Crusades?
We'll put you in jail for 100 years.
Okay.
Just?
Oh, thanks.
Oh, sure, man. Fucking whatever. That's a speeding ticket.
Sweet.
I didn't realize y'all were so lax on genocide.
But I should've.
Okay. Oh, man.
So, how are there still side missions? Is it just DLC?
No, they just pop up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because this is, I think, my second New Game Plus that I've already beaten with all the DLC,
Well, that in the web's
and I've gotten all the upgrades, and there's literally nothing left for me to do except take a single picture that I cannot find, because it is a secret location.
And looking it up is for quitters.
No, actually, I did look it up, and I
okay.
still can't find it. I went to every single location, and it was just like, nope, not here.
Your game is broken. Now you'll have to play it forever.
Yeah, but there are worse fates, I suppose.
Play a
than,
game you love forever.
yeah. Like, this is-
Sweet, okay.
This took the place of Spider-Man 2 for the PS2.
For a lot of people.
Yeah, well, for me at least.
Can you put on the bag costume? The one where it's a Fantastic Four costume but with a bag on your head?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, what kind of costumes are there?
A lot.
Oh my goodness.
Like, a fucking bajillion.
What's that Jack Skellington one?
Oh, this one?
No. That's like a negative one.
Yeah.
To the right, 2 down.
The one where he's naked.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
No.
Up.
Okay.
To the right.
Okay.
No.
So that's velocity. That's where he like uses momentum and stuff to.
No. Vex
I
me
don't
no
know where
more.
you're getting the skeleton one from. You mean the Future Foundation one? That's kind of like white, so it's like a skeleton.
Gee, I don't know. You know, it must have been. Are there any other white costumes? Oh! This one? No, but I like that one. He's got it.
Okay, white one. You mean the white version of the 2099 suit?
You know that's not what I mean.
Oh, you mean the Ghost Rider suit?
I'm sorry, screaming is bad. Why is he Ghost Rider?
Because he channels unstable waves of damaging ethereal energy from somewhere.
From his uncomfortably smooth genitals. They're gone now.
You think his genitals are uncomfortable? 1 second, I would like to show you something.
Let me show you
I would like to show you photo mode.
Oh.
We will go into,
Noir, you can
free
be
camera,
legitimate Spider-Man.
and I will show you his feet.
Oh no!
His bony, horrible feet.
Oh jeez. I don't like it. Oh.
And his terrible hands.
Oh jeez. I don't like this.
Are you sure?
There's something about. I did ask for this in retrospect.
I will get you, Gadget.
He-Man?
Why is only one of my eyes on fire?
It's like an eye patch made of fire. I've scoured New York for He-Man.
Hello.
Excuse me, are you He-Man?
Hey, citizen. Looking good. Yeah, see, they're into it. Hello, ladies. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you wish I looked like this in Spider-Man 3.
Honestly, yes. That would have been awesome.
How you doing? Anyone want to give me a high five? If I do this long enough, someone will.
Oh, your hand passed through his chest. I
Hello.
was worried you were going to steal his essence.
Kali Ma.
I'm going to reach down and peel your shadow off the sidewalk.
Hello.
You'll get it back when you've done my bidding.
Hello. How you doing?
Room for one more.
Damn it. No. Yes. No.
Clearly, this van contains He-Man.
Well,
How do you get?
how you doing?
How do you get the ability to do this?
You buy it.
Sweet.
Buy it with in-game coins, like down here.
Let's
I have
spy the
286 crime tokens. You get one for stopping a crime.
One per crime.
Well, 1 to 3, depending on
Oh.
how much you
That's
beat
weird.
them up and in what ways. Also, there are a bunch of different suit powers, and this one has its own. And it does a neat thing. So I need to go find some baddies to show you what this good power does.
It's the Spider-Man of my nightmares.
There's-
I love him.
Oh wait. Okay, 1 second. I just realized this suit looks way better at night.
Oh.
I'm going to
Now I have to control the
control
very sign.
time.
He-Man's probably going around at night, hitting up the clubs. Hey, pal.
How you doing? Yeah. You look a lot like me. Well, I used to look anyway. Before my wife. Get it? Because I was in a loveless marriage and I hate my life.
My wife stole all my skin.
She got the skin in the divorce. Yeah, I got to keep the house though, which is, I mean, I guess it's probably a win and somehow. I think I'd rather have my skin. It's kind of like the house you're born with, really. You haven't lost your skin? I feel naked, but more?
What? You know, you look really warm. Toasty all there in your skin.
You mind if I,
Why don't you come back to my home, which I kept in the divorce? You know, just talks, two dudes.
Two dudes, skin to skin.
I mean man to man.
Definitely. Definitely nothing about skin. That'd be weird. Right? It'd be so weird.
You know, let's just do something crazy. What if I just took your skin? I know. Just hear me out. Just sometimes you gotta do something wild.
Okay, is that... No, that's a stealth mission. Jesus Christ, why is it so hard to find crime in New York? I'm too good at Spider-Man! They're all terrified of my horrible skull!
No, I don't want to do that.
No.
I don't want to see him.
Have you seen Spider-Man recently? No.
His head's on fire, and he's so smooth. I don't like it.
He's got really defined toes.
Like, immaculately defined
Toes. Like, why would anyone
Welcome
do
to furniture.
Oh, here we go.
We sell furniture.
Well, furniture is also where bad guy. So I guess we're going to furniture. Okay, so you may be thinking the best thing about this suit is clearly the flaming skull, right?
It's pretty up there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna level with you.
But I like to think it's the defining muscles on the bottom of his feet. And also, one second, let's just... As soon as, like, fight actually start, I'm gonna see how many people I can just punch until... Okay, I think fight about to actually start. No? Still no. Wow!
Too good a Spider-Man.
I'm too good Spider-Man.
Has fight begun?
I think fight begun.
There we go.
Okay, gonna wait for fight to begun a little bit more.
Okay.
I need to get more fight going. Okay, no, this isn't a fight.
Classic spider ability.
Yeah, classic spider ability, summoning skull flames from the Etherverse. Definitely not hell. It's from somewhere.
It's from a non-denominational place of eternal suffering. Don't sweat it.
Oh, hey! You must be the JV team!
So that's probably my second favorite power is the burning fire death doom.
Oh yeah.
Holy, infinite pain.
Yeah.
All that good fun
Show me that
stuff.
real one. When you got a sec, you may have to find different fight.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because also they're on cooldowns, so I have to wait until this one cools down all the way.
What does the Cyborg Spider-Man even do?
Nothing. No, that's a DLC one. The DLCs don't do anything, and there's some that are base game that also don't do anything.
Peter, that place is supposed to be a bespoke furniture manufacturer.
From what I can see, it's more
Okay,
like a
let's take the
weapon.
fight up here.
And this might come as a shock, but
Okay, camera, I
don't
just
think
need
they're
to
really
work with me a bit. Okay.
The hipster assassins are gonna be so disappointed.
Ow. Ow. Okay, listen, guys, that was not fine.
Not that I'm not glad to see more of you. Oh no, wait.
Okay,
It
camera.
is I'm not glad to see
What
more
the
of you.
fuck are you doing?
Why do you need the camera? You're in the middle of a battle royale.
Well, right, but the camera was like juking and jiving, and I had no idea where I was going.
That's the truth.
Where? Oh, they're down that way.
Ooh.
Oh god.
Whee!
That guy's probably dealt with.
Such a nice boy, so full of skin.
You know, you've got a bright future in having skin. It'd be a shame if something like this criminal record were to ruin that.
Don't worry, I'll let you go.
Oh.
In exchange for your skin.
Whee!
Hey.
What? Art, rad. Cool.
Thanks.
Thanks, Rocket Man.
Really appreciate that. You're really sweet to me. On Valentine's Day, you kill yourself with a rocket? You shouldn't have.
Well, close to Valentine's adjacent.
You could have gotten me
Oh god,
discount
that guy
chocolate.
just dropped a grenade. Oh no. Ah.
A blood sacrifice is always a little bit more intensive than the discounted chocolate after Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Whee! Okay. Well, we're almost there. Okay.
This looks way better than the combat in Batman Arkham whatever it was.
Yeah, I agree. Also, this character is actually supposed to have a spider sense. Okay, suit power ready, so we're gonna go ahead and change it from Hellfire Death Gaze to my favorite, Quips.
Someone explain the glowing hands, because I've absorbed enough radiation already.
It's also on a pretty quick cooldown. Ow. Oh god. I think it's like a 30-second cooldown, whereas the other ones are
There it
usually
goes.
measured in minutes. Yeah.
Mind if I workshop some new quips during this fight?
That was completely unnecessary.
Unnecessary, but fulfilling.
MJ, call the police. I've got the place secured.
Well, then it's not that
Nice
unnecessary
job.
after
Anytime
all.
we can get guns off the street, it's a win.
Now give me back my skin, woman!
Also in this game, Mary Jane has been turned from, like, actress to Lois Lane. She's just Lois Lane. Which, not bad, but...
Okay, it happens.
That's all
She's-
the places I could
yeah.
think of Martin Lee. We just made life a lot harder for the demons.
Honestly,
easier for the DA to build
she
a
gets
case
into
against
fights. Like, do you mind if I spoil some of it?
you
It's all
did.
good. Go for it.
So she gets into a fight with Peter about, like, hey, listen, you don't have to protect me like I'm made out of glass or whatever. She says this immediately after sneaking into Silver Sable's base, which is filled with heavily armed turbo murderers, and does something in, like, that Spider-Man could have done in 3 minutes. With significantly less danger to himself than she put herself in. Because if you fuck up at any point, you are immediately shot to death.
Uh-oh. Okay.
And so it's just like, very clearly like, you don't have to protect me, I'm not made of glass. No, you would just be dead if we did not have the time magic.
No, you're made of meat. That's very, very easy to shoot.
If we did not have the time magic of saves, you would be dead.
If anything, the glass would be cleaner. That would have been a tremendous help.
Let's play the quiet game. Try and guess how I feel about bullies.
That's hardly fair. You make fun of people as you beat the shit out of them, Peter. Come on.
Be considering. The loss of your skin changed you.
Well, no, because he was going to, like, guess how I feel about bullies. I mean, fine, I guess, since you are one?
Then he breaks their hands. It's like, stop picking on people. Like, my hands.
We can bring peace and prosperity to the city. No? It was worth a shot.
Oh, whoa. What? That's never happened before.
Hey,
Neat.
Lovely.
You took a hostage.
they're learning. What if one of the quips was like, you know, in an homage to his co-creator Steve Ditko? He was like, taxation is theft. like it was like, what?
Oh god, was Steve Ditko one of those guys?
He was like the original one of those guys.
Oh, wow. That is unfortunate.
That's why I thought that the Into the Spider-Verse was so weird, because the whole thing is like, how about anybody can be Spider-Man?
Except, yeah.
It's not special.
Yeah. Well, I think that was mostly because Stan Lee was like alive when it was being made, and Stan Lee and
No.
Steve Ditko had very different ideas about what Spider-Man meant.
Yes. Extremely.
Oh yeah, you could also be a punk rocker.
That's cool.
We're probably going to be wrapping up this stream like I don't know, in a couple minutes. You know what?
Now
Let's just go to the top of this building, unleash a sick riff, and then we'll call it quits.
Alright then. That is a version of Spider-Man that's, I think, Hobie Brown. He's, usually the Prowler.
Ah.
But they did that Spider-Verse in the comics. Mm-hmm. It was very different. It was actually a lot better in the movie.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, because, like, Aaron wasn't an immediate shitbag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's let off this sick riff.
All units, civilians are trapped following
Rock and roll and let me die!
cathedral.
I guess we're fine. Alright, we're gonna review this footage, make sure everything's working great, and then we'll start up the Kingdom Hearts stream. So if anyone's watching this, which I fucking doubt, see you in a bit.
Hopefully the audio's not a trash sandwich.